this. That is real. Right, hello everyone. Again, welcome. I don't know how long I've been. Oh, we did miss the. All right, well, in case you weren't watching, Alex is on pole. We've got Farth behind him, Kadoy in third, and I believe it was Bully. Hopefully, you all got the. It looks like we are 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we're underway here in PRL Tier 2. And this is the best you're going to get at the moment. We might be stuck with we might well be stuck with LX, as it looks like we have a safety. Do we have a safety car? Virtual safety car. Alright, we can deal with a virtual safety car as long as it ends. We can deal with a virtual safety car. We're back in spectator mode. We can see what's going on. Please, for the love of God, can this virtual safety car end? I have a terrible feeling this is going to be an eternal safety car. And if it is, then I know AA too well. Because I've never seen this happen before, but I just get a feeling that we are not going to... Oh, we are underway! Lovely! Best day ever! Look at us thriving! We're thriving! Alex has got off the line. Hello, DJ. Alex has got off the line. Well, it looks like everyone is single file at the moment because of the virtual safety car. So we've had a bit of a safety car restart. Looks like we have had Chris Piper, who's had a bit of spin at the back already. But Farth is the one at the moment under pressure from Godoy. I don't know what's happened here. Oh dear Lord, J-Horse's internet is so shit. Not to worry though. Best day ever, everyone remember that. Yeah, please don't quote me. We're going to go interval, we're going to go tyres. Right, so we've got Alex on the mediums, Farth on the hards, and Kadoy on the softs. Looks like we've had a Nemesis spin at the back. We've had Johan and Chris already off the back of the pack. So no idea what's happened there. But Farth is looking to stay in touch with Alex, who already has an 8/10 gap. Kadoy might be the one on the attack. Bully on the hards as well. These hard tyre runners are going to have a little bit of pain at the start, but the tyres are definitely going to come back to them, especially with the high tyre temperatures around. It looks like Alici has done. Looks like Dust has lost a few positions to Jay-Z at the least, as I have a little bit of lag. And these guys are racing but cleanly, and that is nice to see. Is that Chris again? It is. He's not having a good time at the moment. But who is having a good time is mostly us, because we're actually racing under green flag. Alex as well, because he has broken the 1 second barrier to the Red Bull behind him. Kadoy is going to be looking to get past the Red Bull as quickly as possible, making use of those soft tyres, which are going to be very quick for a couple of laps and then very slow probably for the rest of the stint. Bully has dropped off quite a lot. Is Triple going to make a move? He isn't. He's going to think better of it. Bully just needs to run his own race on those hard tyres. Potentially want to close up to the back of Farth and help Farth carry him on along a little bit. Farth with only 50% ERS. Alex has really used his to break that, and I imagine with those softer tyres will start to clear out now. Looks like Kadoy has got past Farth. That is going to help him, and he closes back into DRS zone of Alex. This could be very, very good for Farth if he can have Kadoy drag him along, as my internet is not enjoying this race. But it's not about me, it's about these guys. Farth looking like he might make a move up the inside, doesn't he? Backs off, and all this fighting is helping Alex clear back out of the DRS zone. So he's looking very good at the moment. Looks like Dust has got back past Jay-Z. That would have been a very audacious move, maybe coming out of the bank corner. Simon up into P6, although was he P6 already, I believe. I can't quite remember, but he's doing very well. Onto the back of Bully. Bully is almost closing in to Triple, almost within that DRS range. Not quite. He might well be if he uses a bit of ERS. There we go. I'm going to make an effort to use as much offboard as I can. Because I know you guys prefer it, and I prefer it watching it back. I don't know why I stay on board for so long. But we will jump on board with Godoy. He is currently closing up quite a lot. He's got some serious straight on speed in that car. Closing up to the back of LX with those softer tyres. Looks like Alici and Maurizio are fighting. Very clean so far. Have I just jinxed it? Probably. But everything's good so far. We've had a few spinners, but nothing too major. It looks like Johan and Chris are fighting. Looks like, as I say that, Bully has spun. Coming out of the bank court, that is a rough one for him. He's lost his front wing. He's pumped it into the wall, and that is going to be a safety car for debris on track, sure. Whatever you say, Bully probably could have avoided that one, but probably annoyed at the spin and just lost it on the curb, ran it into the wall, lost his front wing, and that brings out Bert Meinlander for a safety car that we probably didn't need. But who's just going to help? Probably fast. Almost certainly Dust on those hard tyres. We will see what kind of race pace Dust has in that AlphaTauri. He's going to be wanting to make up quite a few positions. As Simon... is anyone going to come into the pits? Actually, it's probably a little bit early. Maybe Godoy on those soft tyres will be thinking about jumping into the pits. He isn't. He's going to carry on. It looks like everyone's thinking of carry on, which is probably the sensible thing to do. Looks like we might have a few pitters in the back. Is that a McLaren I see going into the pits? It is. It's Jay-Z on the medium tyres. What's he going to put on? I imagine the hard tyres. We will find out in a second. That's going to pop him probably right to the back of the field. Maybe 14th or 15th, potentially. It is a fresh set of hard tyres. There we go. Excuse me. In fact, quite a lot of people at the back pitting. So Jay-Z will come out in 10th, which is not as bad as he probably would have thought it would have been. But he's going to have to get some serious moves done on those fresher tyres if he wants to have a say in this race. Fast will be loving this as they've caught up to the back of the safety car pack. Looks like we've got Chris and Johan who have not come into the pits and are now 14th and 15th. And that is pretty much it for strategy changes at the moment. We will see if anything's been said. Did I check in? Sorry, man, I had an EA Sportsman. Yeah, that's alright. J-Hill's connection issues are well timed. They are. I need to sort out my connection. I have... what's it called? I have 1 gig Wi-Fi. Or internet, at least. But for some reason in my room, it hates it. And I cannot get more than I'm lucky if I get 60 download and about 10 upload. Someone got damaged, I guess. Yeah. About 10 uploads, which is really not good for hosting a lobby. For some reason my internet seems to lag out lobbies. Which is a real shame. So I will spend next week seeing what I can do about it, because I do not want to ruin it for you guys. But everything seems to be going alright so far, apart from the virtual safety car at the start of the race. Looks like we're having Bully and Nemesis catch up to the back of the pack. Bully from his position in P4, now down in P16. So a real fall from grace from him. Looks like it was an individual mistake, which is a real shame for him. But nonetheless, he will be hoping to make his way up through the field and still score some good points for Alfa Romeo. I imagine we're going to get underway at the start of this lap. Looks like Nemesis overtook Bully, and hopefully that does not glitch. We will find out. Looks like they both got away with that one. Alex still leading this race, as he has done from the start, as we're on lap 7. As I take a swig from my mystery drink that no one has guessed yet. And the safety car is in this lap. which we love to see. Alex is going to be in charge of this safety car restart. Hopefully he does not slow them down too much going to the line, because that could be absolutely chaos. It's not beer, Didrik. It is not beer, it's not Corona, it's not Peroni. And when is Alex going to go? Is he going to go before? It's not Corona. Is he going to go before the back corner? Is he going to go during back corner? Is he going to go after the back corner? Safety car is quite a way away from being in, actually. So he's really going to run them to the line, which could cause absolute chaos. And my heart rate is going up the closer he gets to the finish line. And when is he going to go? Weaving about. Can Godoy get the jump on him? On those soft tyres, Alex has gone. It looks like he has gone now. And Farth makes a fantastic restart. He's going to send one down the inside of Godoy. It looks like Godoy backs out. He's going to try hang one around the outside. But Farth gets onto the what's it called, the curb, which is a really dodgy idea, but he gets away with it, and that's into P2 for him. And he'll be hoping those soft tyres, those hard tyres even, are probably the quicker tyre at the moment. Looks like we've had Franz get past Skillet. Franz up in P7. Go on, Franz. Beautiful stuff. And not lagging about too much, actually, which is really good to see. So hopefully his internet issues are a little bit sorted. Triple up in P6, Dust up in P5. Looks like we have had Chris Piper be passed by quite a few people. Bullet already up into P14. Making use of those fresh medium tyres. The standards of racing have been really good, actually, so far. So maybe I just need to make an impassioned plea every week to them to stop crashing into each other. Because it seems to be working. Looks like Skillet has now got past Franz. So Franz's P7 was not long-lived. But look at that, Farth right on the back of LX. Can he make a move? Coming down the main straight. A lovely camera angle there. Looks like he's got a really good run. And can your championship leader make a move on the AlphaTauri? Looks like he's just not going to have the momentum. Probably similar levels of ERS. Godoy still lurking in the back. Farth is really, really racy at the moment. Those hard tyres have almost certainly not hit a cliff, and Goey has lost it coming out of the final corner, the first corner even, and that's another safety car. And is that going to bring in some guys into the pits as we get another predictable safety car? We have not had much green running. I think we're on our third safety car, so we've only got 2 to go before we can have a normal race. And who's going to come in now? I imagine Godoy will definitely come in on those soft tyres. Probably some of the medium runners, probably all of the medium runners. This does screw over Farth and Dust a little bit on those hard tyres, unless they want to come in and strap on mediums. And if they think they can make mediums go 26 laps to the end of this race, they will be very lucky. They might have to do a 2-stop. 2 places lost in 2 corners for Triple. He's down in P6 now. Not great from him, but he knows he's got the pace. We know we've got the pace. And we're going to spend another 3 laps behind the safety car, finding something to talk about. As here we go, we are going to see who comes in. Look at that, Alex does come in. Oh, Alex does not come in, none of them come in. Godoy doesn't even come in on those soft tyres. Simon does come in, hopefully he doesn't pick up a 5-second penalty. He doesn't. Simon is the only one out of those guys who's come in. Wow. Okay. Very brave. Simon looking good at the moment, especially if there's another safety car and the rest of the guys ahead of him come in. He's probably going to lose a lot of time behind the guys in front, so hopefully he keeps it calm when making moves. He can have a little bit of a moment sometimes, but hopefully for his sake he keeps it calm and slides through the field like he'll be wanting to do, and I hope he does as well. Best of luck to him. So other than that, it has not changed a whole lot. Dust promoted into P4 on what are going to be some very, very quick hard tyres. Godoy's soft tyres, I imagine, helped a little bit by the safety cars, but still will not be in the best condition. And he's going to be thinking of a pit stop sometime soon, you'd imagine. I'm surprised no one else came into the pits. Only Simon, Nemesis and Chris. Nemesis and Chris pretty much had nothing to lose, but Simon definitely did. He's taken the gamble, but no one else coming into the pits has not helped him out at all. It is not gin and tonic, by the way, whoever said that. It is a spirit, though. Franz and Maurizio from P7 and P8 even. They're thriving. Maurizio on actually on the first guy on the fresher tyres. So very nicely done from him. Alici and Jay-Z here behind him. Bully still down in P13. It's not vodka. It's not vodka. As I imagine this is going to be the last lap of the safety car. And hopefully for their sake and for our sake and for my sake. It's not whiskey. I'm not that sophisticated. Yeah, hopefully for my sake this is the last safety car we see today and we can have a good strategic battle play out. Looks like AlphaTauri are very good at the moment for the constructors, but Farth is in the best position for the drivers. So it looks like those two sister teams will be taking opposite leads, which is good for the championship, good for the competitiveness of the tier. So that's good to see. Who is going to get the jump on this restart? Farth had a fantastic one on the last. Kadoy losing out there down into P3. Will Alex leave it as late as he did last time? Looked like he managed to get the jump on the rest of them. But certainly caused a few changes in the pack behind him. I imagine we're going to get going, hopefully. Let's go on this lap, there we go. Jump off board, like I said I would. We are under green flag, and we're going to have our... It is rum. It is rum. I'm drinking one of those little rum and coke, not scotch. Those little rum and coke cans that you get from what's it called? I don't know if it's white rum. I think it's spiced rum. Got it from Sainsbury's in a tiny little can. It cost me way more than it should. Alex looks like he is going to leave it to the same place he did last time. Farth will probably be expecting that, so Alex is going to have to really get the jump on him when he can. I imagine he's going to take him right to the line, which is terrifying. Look at this. He's gone now, he's gone, and he's caught them napping. He's caught Kadoy napping again. Kadoy is having a stinking restart yet again. Is Dust going to go down the inside? He is. He's going to send it really wide. Kadoy hopefully leaves the space. They do. Actually, very nice racing from those two. Kadoy is going to be on the inside. Hopefully these guys keep it clean. They do. And Dust gets that move done, which is crucial for him. And he's still within DRS range of the guys ahead. Looks like Farth is really on the back of LX, though. Can LX hold him off? Farth is almost pushing him through the corners. So those medium tyres are clearly screaming at him at the moment. Looks like the Alfa Romeo. Looks like Bully's up in P9. Very nicely done from him. Might have had something go on in the back. But those two Alfa Romeos are P9 and P10, right behind the Asses. But the story at the moment is Farth looking very, very racy. And I imagine he might well get this move done going down this straight. If he can put on get in the slipstream, is he going to make a move down the inside? Probably for the championship. He knows he doesn't have to. He doesn't, and he doesn't go for it. His championship rival Dust behind him will be thinking he needs to get past the Red Bull as quickly as possible. Dust has shown some good race pace to complement or to go against his not particularly great quali pace. And that's quite a lot of ERS to boot. So just needs to stay where he is for the moment. Is Farth going to try and make a move? Will he send one down the inside? He doesn't. He thinks better of it. And how many times have we seen this? AlphaTauris and Red Bulls fighting at the front. The two most dominant teams, in all of PRL at the moment. The Tier 2 boys. Farth taking a very different line to the AlphaTauris there, going a little bit wider, but then getting a better slingshot. Looks like we have had. Is that Nemesis? It is. Go off. He's still going. Hopefully that was not contact with anyone. Farth really, really pushing him now. Kadoy's still there in the back. These guys have dropped triple. So it's a top four at the moment as we have another safety car. Jesus Christ. Good Lord. I don't even know what for. Did Nemesis not have any... Did he not have a front wing? He doesn't. What's the safety car on? Surely it's unreduced. Safety car's unreduced. Jesus. What more can we do? Alright, the third safety car. This is an absolute blessing for Chris Piper And Simon Barsafan and Nemesis, who was the one who's caused it, although he's probably not a blessing for him, he's going to drop down. Simon and Chris are going to be looking so good if these guys come into the bits. They might well be the two leading the field. Triple with a 3-second penalty, multiple warnings. He can get that removed as it's under safety car. Anyone carrying on? Maurizio's carrying on. Maurizio Mora is going to be leading this race. Dust carries on, sorry. So on the 13-lap old hards. He's going to have some defending to do. Simon Barsafan picks up a 5-second penalty, speeding in the pit lane. No. He's in the pits? Why is he in the pits? Okay. Got some mediums, I guess. New front wing, that probably explains it. Did Chris come in? Please say Chris didn't come in. Chris is in P6. He's flying. Go on, Chris. 4-lap old mediums. Hards even. He does have Alex, Kadoy and Farth. Farth looks like he's lost a position to Kadoy in the pits. I have no idea why, but Kadoy looking very good at the moment. Taking back that P2 that he held for quite a while. And this is certainly going to throw... What's the phrase? The cat amongst the pigeons, I think it is. Because not only are we not going to get a straight fight at the top, we're going to have a bunch of cars. Sorry, I screamed it. Like that. A bunch of cars up front that the leaders, quote unquote, will need to get through before they can start stretching their legs on these newer tyres. One of those is going to be Chris Piper, who I am bloody rooting for. Go on, Chris. His internet's looking good. We love to see it. He's in P6. He's thriving. And we're all thriving with him. Mon's up in P5, doing very well. Alici Bully in P3 and P4. Maurizio in P2. Go on, Maurizio. And Dust with that gamble, it must be said, he is going to be one slow boy. So he is almost certainly gambling on another safety car to help him out. Which Corona Gin and Tonic, does that mean the stream's gone again? No, we're still live. Sorry, just all the I'm just check we're still live. Yeah, we are still live. We're still going. I've got 2 points in the Alcohol Championship. Well, yeah, mate, you're thriving. PRL Manny treating you well. I wish. I wish. If anyone does want to sponsor PRL, maybe like a safety car company, because you're going to get a car brand, you're going to get a lot of airtime. Aston Martin, if you're watching, you're getting free promo right now. So do send me a bit of money. Sorry, us. Send us a bit of money. We will send it around the admins. As I hopefully we will get going for the third time here in the Netherlands. I've just sent them a mail. Thank you, mate. I'm sure they'll get back to you. Is it going to come in today, or we're going to have another lap? No, we're a safety car in this lap, and it is going to be an AlphaTauri leading us away yet again. Dust has 5 lap older hards, than Maurizio, but you'd imagine potentially still have better pace. I'm not entirely sure. Maurizio is looking good this day, so we will be seeing whether or not Dust can stretch his legs, and how much of a lead can he build up, if any, over the guys behind him before Alex, Kodoy and Farth. Alex really running Maurizio onto the grass. Maurizio probably shouldn't be that far alongside. So that is fair, as it looks like Dust has gone so early and he's really caught pretty much everyone napping. Look at the gaps between them all. There's almost a second between Bully and Alici, almost a second between Chris and Mons. Is Alex going to make a move down the inside of Chris if he can? Is Kadoy going to make a move around the outside? It looks like he is, but he's going to run out wide, and is that going to give Farth? No, it looks like Kadoy has made that move, so Kadoy is now up into the net race lead, shall we say. So this is really interesting. Oh, and Farth is tapped into the back of Alex, and that is going to give Alex the Farth the position. Farth did not give it back on those medium tyres. We will see whether that is a report or not. Is Farth going to be aggressive when making his way through? Chris Piper is really holding these guys up. But go on, Chris. Hold them up as much as you can. You do you, man. Alex still just needs to remain patient. Kadoy, it looks like Kadoy has he's been taken out. Chris Piper's had a moment and he's ruined Kadoi's race. Has that ruined Fast Bus race as well? He's got a bit of damage. Looks like LX is now in the net. Oh God, I can't speak. It's been a long day. He's now the only one without wing damage. Chris, unfortunately, just had a moment. Looks like he's got no wing damage, so he's got away with it. Still in P9, but that has ruined Kadoi's race. Kadoi with, I imagine, extensive wing damage. Yeah, and no end plate there for the Ferrari. Looks like Maurizio Mora has been passed by Bully, or is being passed by Bully at the moment. Oh, and Maurizio is knocking him off. That sounds a bit dodgy, and he's knocked himself off again. Oh, and now Maurizio's come right back onto track and has murdered Bully, it looked like. Oh, and now Bully's spun it. That was not great from what it looked like from Maurizio. We will wait and see. Alici Christie now up in P2 on those fresher medium tyres. LX on 3-lap old hard tyres in the AlphaTauri is now looking very, very good. Farth has had to come into the pits for a new front wing, though it looks like LX is under threat from Mons behind him. Has he made the move potentially on him and is just trying to streak away? I don't think he has any wing damage. Doesn't look like he does, unless he's got some light green, which will not be good around this track. Triple looking good at the moment, although he has that 3-second penalty that can probably be removed. It looks like Franz has got past Nemesis in a very strange place, so very nicely done from him. Looks like we have had, is that Farth? It is. Farth looks like he's just cruising around. Maybe had a bit of a moment, but that is deadly unlucky for him. No fault of his own. That was Chris Piper's moment, unfortunately, that took him and Kadoi out. Bully coming into the pits, potentially to retire. He doesn't look like he's in a rush anytime soon. And Dust with a 1.2 second lead up front. Alici is closing in a little bit. Maurizio is still there, despite his off-track excursions. And LX is well within the DRS range now of Maurizio. So this may well be. Triple looks like he has got past Mons. Very nicely done from him. And it looks like Skillet is making his way up the inside, although just doesn't quite have the traction. That's a lovely camera angle. Is Mons going to go down the inside? It looks like he's going to back off. Is that going to allow Skillet around the outside? It does. Very, very nice racing. Looks like Triple has gone onto the grass, and Skillet has made up 2 positions in 2 corners. The 2 McLarens scything through at the moment. They are in P6 and P7, and they are doing very nicely, both on the fresher tyres. So they are looking very good for some strong points. Looks like Maurizio Mora has made his way past Alici Christie, which is not surprising considering the. Oh no, Maurizio's. No, he was on the older hard tyres. Alex still behind Alici, so couldn't make that move done behind the ass. And these guys have dropped Skillets quite a lot. Looks like Simon has had a moment. Potentially has had some contact with Nemesis. Was that? Looks like they might have. So Netherlands is throwing up as many issues as you would imagine. Which is a shame to see. But we're only 16 laps from the end. So everyone rejoice. Looks like Johans and Mons are having a good battle. Johan's going to send one round the outside. Mons is being passed left, right and centre at the moment on those 13-lap-old hards. He is a bit of a driving chicane at the moment. Doesn't leave much room, but does leave the cards width. So very good, defending from him. But I imagine that Johan will make this move down the main straight. Dust with a 1.7 gap over Maurizio. When is Dust going to come into the pits? Maurizio is weaving. Looks like Alici and LX are going side by side. Where's the Alfa Romeo? He is there, and he has a little bit of a moment, leaving the space and concedes that position. LX now up into P3 and is looking fantastic at the moment for a P1. He, I imagine, will cruise up behind Dust whenever he comes into the bits. I do not know. Probably to put on some soft tyres and go for the fast lap of the race. At the moment, he would come out probably in P13. So that's going to be a serious overtaking mission for him if he wants any big points. Probably a bit of a mistake not coming in, and that I think it was the 2nd or the 3rd Nemesis retired from the session, but that is in the pits, so that will not bring out anything. Bullet on those soft tyres is still going, so we'll pick up some points. which is good to see. And Alex now right on the back of Maurizio and looking to make it an AlphaTauri 1-2. Simon looks like he's got past Chris Piper. As Nemesis's car comes back onto the track. Hopefully it doesn't cause anything. Alex very, very close. Will he make this move? Looks like he is going to have the DRS. He's going to go to the outside. I imagine we'll hang it around the outside and get this move done. Looks like he's got it. Oh, Maurizio has absolutely sent it. Alex is going to get the switchback. A very, very nice move. Maurizio not wanting to give up that position. Looks like we've had a literally that Skillet is at a moment. Everyone's struggling out of that first corner, which is a real shame to see. He has had a bit of a moment. Nemesis has left the session. And Skillet has been forced onto the grass. Looks like he ghosted right at the wrong time there. He's now down in P12, but has some fresh tyres, so hopefully for his sake can make his way back up. And Alex now only 1.3 behind his teammate, who I imagine will not fight him too much. Although these guys are definitely in championship contention together. And will actually probably be... Well, if Dust can pick up a top 5, he may well be leading with Alex pretty close behind. Farth did have a relatively healthy gap to these two, so I will definitely still be there, and Kadoy potentially will be in the mix still, although he is the last runner at the moment. And when is Dust going to come into the bits? Maurizio is still hanging on. He's got some good pace today, despite the murder, it looked like. He's had some good pace. It looks like Triple is going to go down, or that Jay-Z down the inside. Looks like Triple did not fight that very much, which is good teamwork from the McLarens. Can Jay-Z get after Maurizio? I imagine he can. So we may well be looking at a McLaren podium, potentially a 3-4, which will be very, very crucial for their championship hopes. They are only 50-odd points behind, so if they can pick up a very good points haul and something happens to one of the AlphaTauris, then we could be looking at another championship contender team. Looks like we have had... Is that Maurizio? It is. Maurizio is spun. And he is on the track. He's ghosted, thank God. Well, that is a real shame for him. He has spun coming out of that tight right-hander, probably gone onto the curb, and that's a real shame for him. But that does promote Jay-Z up into P3, and LX now up into P1, and we'll probably cruise to the end of this race. When is Dust going to come into the pits? I have no idea. He probably wants to come in as soon as possible. How was Monza yesterday? I heard it was terrible. I mean, I'm going to say it was alright because I won, but I think it was okay. I think it was okay. Quite a few reports. We had about 6 reports. A few silly incidents, but quite a few of the reports are actually penalty removals. So not the worst in the world. I think we managed to get through it, and I think that is going to be the last chaotic track that we have. Although I say that we've got Singapore next, so I take it back completely. Looks like Farth has made his way past Maurizio, who's in the pits. Farth did a great overtake on the straight. Yeah, it was certainly something. If you haven't checked out Jimmy's overtake, then please do in the Tier 1 chats or Tier 1 reports. I think that was Kadoy with the fastest lap of the race, so he'll pick an extra point in P14. Bully is now down in P15. Looks like he might have had a mistake. Excuse me, I'm a bit tired. Skillet making his way back past Chris Piper. Chris is going to maybe have a few angry people at him, but it was just a mistake, so there's not much he can do. Elsewhere, the closest battles on track are Dust still within the DRS range of Alex. Alex, if we are talking about teamwork, the best thing Alex can do is drag his teammate along so he can get far clear as possible from the rest of the field. And when he comes in the pits, which he's going to have to because he hasn't pit yet, then he will be able to lose as little positions as possible and make up as many positions as possible as well. At the moment, he would come out, I want to say maybe 12th, potentially 11th. I'm not entirely sure. I don't quite know how long the pits. I think it does cut turn 1, so maybe it's not the longest. Dust still with the DRS, so he is being dragged along. although he has got Triple right behind him, who has overtaken Jay-Z, and Jay-Z has dropped off the back. So those hard tyres holding on better than the medium runners behind him. As we've got 7 people watching. Hello, everyone. Farth makes his way past Chris, which I'm sure he'll enjoy. As we get a lovely camera angle on board with Triple, is he going to be able to make a move? Looks like LX very wisely has just backed off and is going to give Dust the DRS that he needs. Triple will be able to go for this win. If he can get past Dust and stay within the DRS of LX, then he's got a shot. I know he can get that 3 seconds removed. Absolutely. Because it looks like, well, unless he picked up another one, it looks like Alici Christie into the pits for the hard tire, the soft tires even. It'd be very interesting to see where he comes out actually. He's still in the pits, so that may well mean that Dust, whenever he comes in, is going to struggle. He might well be outside of the top 10, which is going to be fantastic for LX in his championship pursuit. Elsewhere, Franz Piper up in P7. He's doing very well, and the internet is holding up beautifully. Looks like we've had Bully, is that? Or is that Alici? No, that is Bully, who's had a moment and is having an absolute stinker of a race, unfortunately. A few murders, not his fault, but also a few spins. And now LX 1.8 ahead of his teammate, who is really under threat from Triple. Is thus going to come into the pits. You'd imagine he'd do it on this lap. He isn't. He's still going to stay out. Can Triple make a move around the outside? He's going to... Oh, he gets right onto the grass. And that's going to ruin any chance he has of making a move. So he's going to have to wait for another lap. But we are potentially looking at a double McLaren podium at the moment. So very nicely done from those guys. Johan up in P5. Simon up in P6 after... I think he had an incident, maybe with Nemesis. Yeah, it's been a chaotic race, but some guys you would not expect to be in the top playing positions are at the moment, which is very nice to see. Maurizio looks like he's made his way past... Oh no, it's Chris in the pits. Potentially to put on, yeah. And you set of mediums? Okay. He's going to go for some new mediums. Maybe go for the fastest lap. Elsewhere, excuse me, we've got Farth who he's got a penalty? What's a penalty? 5-second penalty, potentially for speeding in the pit lane. Which is a real shame for him. He's going to make his way past Skillet on very, very fresh tyres. Look at that, that's a beautiful move from your championship leader for the moment. With the DRS, he's going to make that move done. Skillet is still there. Is he going to send one down the inside? Skillet thinks better of it. Very sensible from him. Probably not his fight at the moment. Can Triple, he hasn't for the second lap in a row, has not been able to make his way past Dust, and that is allowing Jay-Z onto the back of this train as well. Dust is 26 lap old hard tyres. Is he... Did he pit at the start of this? Am I going crazy? No, he was on the hards to start with, I believe. Even though we're on lap 27, he's not 26. My maths is terrible, so it might be that that's normal. But if everything is correct, and I am understanding it correctly, he is going to have to come into the bits, preferably sometime soon, as Triple is really on the back of him now. With not a whole lot of ERS, Dust doesn't have much more actually, and Jay-Z has really burned his to get within the DRS of these guys. So this is going to be Triple's moment, I think. Looks like he's almost pushing the AlphaTauri through the corner. LX has cleared off into the road and is looking like he is going to bring home his second win of the season. Jay-Z has left. Jay-Z left the session. Oh my God. Surely not. Poor guy. He should still be alright actually. If he can get in time, he should be alright. Looks like Triple and Dust are going at it. Is Dust going to leave him the room? He does. And Triple backs off actually. Very, very wise racing from him. He probably knows that he has this P2 covered. Jay-Z, please get in the get back in the lobby. I'm sending you invite after invite. Johan is going to be closing it around. Franz Piper now, and that is a safety car. And Dust has been absolutely saved. Jay-Z has joined, thank God. He's back in, and there's a safety car, so he hasn't lost anything. And Dust has been absolutely saved. Look at that. And Franz, from what was a very, very good points paying position, has crashed, unfortunately, which is a real shame to see. Hopefully that wasn't contact with anyone. As Triple is not happy with that safety car restart. Luckily, Jay-Z is in. Is Alex going to come into the pits? He is. He's going to go for the soft tyres. Is anyone going to stay out? Is anyone going to stay out? Dust surely comes into the pits. He does. Triple doesn't. Triple stays out. Triple stays out. Jay-Z stays out as well. Does Johan stay out? Johan does not. Simon comes into the pits. The two McLarens. Wow, the two McLarens staying out on 15 lap old tyres. Mons comes in. Looks like everyone's coming in. Farth has been handed a lifeline as well. That is brave as brave can be from the two McLarens. They have potentially thrown away a double podium there, or at least a podium for one of them. That is wow. Fair enough. Kadoy is the one, the other guy who stayed out. He's into P6, and we are still going to have quite a few laps of green running. And that is going to make it a very, very interesting race to the end. Dust on. He's like in P4. He's been saved. Wow. That's the gamble he was taking, so fair play to him. He gambled and he won. He's now in a net, probably P2, considering the two McLarens. I took control just as my car was coming past the whip pool, so not boy. Okay. That is a shame. That is a real shame. Well, you're going to have to act as a rear gunner now. Because we have two McLarens. We're leading 1 and 2 at the moment on some very, very old tyres. They probably will be alright still in terms of high positions, because you've got Kadoy there on medium tyres, who will probably still be up there, but will be under attack from Alici and Simon, you'd imagine. Jay-Z has come into the pits there, so how far is that going to pop him down? It might well be potentially P10 for him, as Kadoy's coming to the pits as well, so P9 for Jay-Z. Hopefully he gets out in front of, I think that's Skillet. Skillet's going to get past him. Yeah, I feel like Jay-Z gets fucked over almost every race by his internet. He seems to get booted at the same lap every time. Down in P11 now. He's going to have fresher tyres and probably in a good position to capitalise on any chaos ahead of him. Does have the infamous Chris Piper. 10 people watching. Hello everyone. Thank you all for joining. For tuning in, and at the moment we will find out who the big winners and losers are in the, if I can work it out. So we had Triple in P1, but I imagine not for long, up in P4. LX, your pole sitter, who is probably the favourite to go on and win this race. Dust in a very, very good P3 from his gamble. Johan up in P4, fantastic from him. Alici up in P5, 8 positions up. Hello Jay Thompson, welcome mate. Simon, where he started. Mons up 7 positions. Chris Piper up 7 positions with a little murder in the middle. Who doesn't love a little murder? Here in PRL, at least. We are going to have, I imagine, 5 laps of green flag racing for Triple to somehow hold on. No, the safety car's coming in this lap. He's going to have 6 laps of green flag racing to do his best. With a 3-second penalty that can be removed, he's going to get us underway. And I imagine he's going to be under threat pretty much into the first corner, unless he can get a very good jump. We'll see what he does. Has he gone early? No, he hasn't. He's gone a little bit and started again. He's very, very quick restart. He's gone now, and it looks like he's safe for the moment. It looks like Johan is making a move down the inside of Dust. He backs. Oh, he almost runs into the back of LX. Oh, and that's a little bit of a wiggle for Dust. For Johan, sorry, but he hasn't lost any positions, which is good to see. Alici is holding up the guys behind a little bit. Elsewhere, actually, we'll get off the position change. And we'll go on nothing. We know what the soft tyres. Triple taking a wild line. Almost cut the corner. and he's really under threat from Alex at the moment. Is this going to give Dust a chance to steal in? You see the problems Alex is having from being so much quicker. Can Dust make a move around the outside? It looks like he's going to try one around the outside of his teammate. But now Alex is going to get the switchback on Triple. That is probably going to move done unless Triple is going to send it to the inside.